3.
I'm not keeping track.
I don't know. I asked people, are you guys going stir crazy yet? And what I'm finding, Jimmy, is I'm having anxiety over, I'm thinking of all these things I can do now, and then I run out of time to do them.
You know, I think that's your personality style. You're always going to find things to do. Your plate's always going to be full. That's just how you operate.
Yeah, probably on the edge. On the edge. Just briefly, I want to shout out to Agent Formula members that I put a picture up in the upper right-hand screen, or maybe left-hand. I can't remember which way it looks on if we're reversed. Yes. But anyway, it's of all these kids. And what it is a job listing site. So if you want to attract people to move to Las Vegas, you should send them the link to that page, because it lists all the jobs that are available up to the minute in Las Vegas. Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen, are you here? Oh, it left. Thank you. Thank you. On the left-hand side. Good morning, Karen. It's always good to see you. It's always good to see you. Yeah, so the job link is up there, and you can send that, either boost it out from your business page, and you can also suggest, or you can go to, I think it's NerdWallet. NerdWallet will tell you, if I live in San Francisco and I want to move to Las Vegas, how much money do I have to make to have the same lifestyle that I had in San Francisco? Now, of course, you're not going to have the ocean. We're talking about cost of living, right? What it takes to live. And so I think that that is a great, good morning, Cami. Hold on, let me get, I was telling Jimmy I'm discombobulated today. So, hey, Cami. So anyway, you can boost that job listing, and in the comments, you can tell them, if you are moving from San Francisco, this is how much money you have to make if you move to Las Vegas. Now, the secret is that when you go to boost that, what you do is that you boost it when it says location, you boost it to San Francisco.
He's here. Oh, you want me to ask him? I'm sorry, Ruthie. I'll be right back.
Sorry. I think he left his microphone on, so we'll be able to hear him. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, yesterday's class was, I am glad that you enjoyed it, because it was our pilot class. And I never know some of the things that we have to refine, and we love constructive criticism. Jimmy, can you hear?
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay, we could hear you.
Great.
Okay, so I was saying, Chris Williams is saying that he enjoyed our class yesterday, and we really welcome anybody's suggestions, because that was our pilot one, and we're going to be doing these, like our Buffini class on Friday is going to be on Zoom as well. So we need any type of, like, if there's not a, if anything, lighting, hopefully the audio was good. I know Kane is working really hard on making everything perfect, but again, I don't know anybody that's doing this the way we're doing it. So we can't go knock on somebody's door and say, hey, you know, any suggestions, unless we go to a TV studio. And I mean, I don't think we're going to turn our training center into that much of a production studio. But anyway, I want to repeat this. If you're an Agent Formula member, you've got on your website, you've got all the job listings, and you can boost that page, and you can tell people how much money they would have to make if they're moving from San Francisco to Las Vegas, to enjoy the same lifestyle, except for the ocean views, but we do have casinos, that they can make this much money and still have the same lifestyle. Now, the secret sauce in this is that you boost it, and when it says location in the Facebook ad area, you say San Francisco. And so that ad is only going to people that live in San Francisco, and you're telling them, hey, if you make $100,000 in San Francisco, you can make, you know, $60,000 in Las Vegas and enjoy the same lifestyle. And they take into consideration housing and the cost of food and all sorts of items. So I think that that is a great way while you're sitting here at home or you're thinking what to do, it is so easy to do. There's a Google Nerd Wallet, and then you put in the city that you're moving from and the city that you're moving to, and it will tell you the salary you need to make, how much money you need to make if you move to Las Vegas and enjoy the same lifestyle. And then the secret sauce is that you boost it to cities. Like you boost it, you figure out how much it is from New York to here, from Los Angeles to here. And then you do all these different boosts. And you can try it for one day, spend $50, do 10 cities, $5 a boost, and just see what happens. See if you get any engagement. But then you got to do it tomorrow too, because consistency is key in social media. Let's go over the stats real quick. Jimmy, I know you don't have a lot of time today. You have 15 more minutes, so let me put this down. Okay. And I'll put this down too for now. Okay, yesterday, my glasses.
That broker's name and phone and your license number is an important thing, because we've had agents being turned in by other agents because of Facebook posts they did, and on their Facebook posts they forgot to put their license number on there and their brokerage name. Facebook is advertising, so when you do these groups, make sure you put just what the thing says there, because other agents that are jealous of you might turn you in. We've had agents fined for that, so I'm glad you stuck that up there, especially talking about Facebook. Yeah, and since Jimmy, you brought it up, I don't know if you can read it, but I'm going to read the stats. Look how many people we have. Yep. Yes, I hope Lynette is watching too. Hi, Karen. There's Chris Williams, loved our class yesterday. And there's Larissa. Hi, Larissa. Glad to see you today. And there's our Miss Cookie, the sweetest girl in town. And we got Josie Olson. Josie, yep. My Lord, lady, how long has it been since we've been in real estate? A long time, a long time. And Cookie, you enjoyed the class but missed the connection. I'm not sure what that means. And we have Charlie here too. So we have lots of people here. And I was telling Jimmy, I was so discombobulated this morning. I didn't even shout out that we were having this today, but consistency must work because people expected us to be here. Okay, let's go over the stats real quick as I ramble on here. Let me hide this for a minute. All right, yesterday we have, as of yesterday or as of this morning, we have 1,066 condos available. We have 5,830 single family homes available, and we have 632 townhomes for a total of 7,528 available homes, condos, and townhomes on the market. Now, yesterday we had closings. 3 condos closed, 37 single family houses closed, and 3 townhomes closed, for a total of 43 closings yesterday. And here's what really warms my heart, everybody. Yesterday, under contract, we put 15 condos under contract. We put 77 single family homes under contract and 11 townhomes for a total of 103, Jimmy. That's awesome. Bingo. That's awesome. That is a great number, everybody. That is a great number. And Jimmy's going to tell you why in a minute. The other thing is we listed 9 condos. We listed 66 single family homes, and we listed 8 townhomes. So yesterday we did 83 listings. So Jimmy, what do you have to say about the under contracts? Well, let's see, we did the math, 87, 92, 90, 103 under contract. And you just told me only 83 new listings. Yeah. So yes, that means we're selling them. They're going under contract faster than we're getting them listed. Yes. So if I'm an agent, this might be a great time to get a listing. Now, if I get an offer, I do have to realize that there's 7,500 homes on the market is what you're telling me. And if we did 100 homes a day, that's a 75-day supply of listings if nothing new came on the market and we went at that pace. So if I'm a seller and I get an offer, if I'm okay waiting 75 days, I might be able to really negotiate hard. But if I don't have time to wait around, there are a lot of deals going under contract, but there's new listings coming on the market too. So these numbers, can they serve to help your clients make good decisions? And that's what market intelligence is all about. How do I help my clients make good decisions? If they get a decent offer, even though there's 103 that went under contract and only 83 new listings, it's still, if you're a seller and you get a good offer, you should take it.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And last year, month to date, one other stat that I like to do is we had sold 1,416 homes in April, from the 1st of April to the 14th of April, which is really the 13th, but as of today. The average price was 318,000. Listen to this, everybody, 318,000. This month to date, the first 14 days of April, we sold 916 homes. Now that's down about 35%, but that's okay. But we not only maintained the price was 327,000, Jimmy. So we're not decreasing our price, which I'm telling you, everybody, that is going to be our secret when we get out of this, hopefully short-term pandemic period.
Right, right. I have a lot of things to talk about, and I do have to leave in about 10 minutes, but can I remind everybody that tomorrow Pinky's doing that webinar.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be in her Facebook group, which she's inviting you. You can get in her Facebook group, but Pinky Knows Video is the name of the group. Is that correct?
Yes.
Pinky Knows Video, and she's going to do a video tomorrow about editing. Now, you're not going to have slides for this, but I will tell you, in July of 2008, which is like 12 years ago, in July of 2008, the cover of Realtor Magazine talked about video. The cover of Realtor Magazine, it says, "Realtors join the video revolution." And then September of 2010, 10 years ago, the covers talked about teching it up a notch. And then I subscribed to Wired and Fast Company magazines. And January of 2014, 6 years ago, Google talked about Google Glass and smart technologies, smart watches. And it seems like we've always had that stuff now, smart watches now. 2017, February 2017, the cover of Wired magazine talked about delivery drones. This is 3 years ago. They talked about delivery drones, self-driving cars, creepy smart homes. I mean, Alexa's listening to us. And they talked about gene hacking. So these trends have been out there for us to see if we just open our eyes. And
yes.
If you don't get in front of them, they're going to run right over you. And so if you're not using video after all the warnings and all the exhortations that we've given you about using video, tomorrow Pinky's going to spend about 2 hours, she said, on this class on how to edit a video. If you don't like how your videos look, you can edit them. You can put pictures in there instead of your face. If you don't like how you look on video, don't use yourself. And there's a lot of ways to do that. Now,
yes.
We also talked about Facebook groups as a marketing method. And you talked about the LA group.
Yes.
Tell me about the LA group.
Those are people that live in Los Angeles that are talking to each other. And if you join that group as a Las Vegas resident and they want to know, well, what's it like living in Las Vegas? Guess what? That's a potential lead for you. And then you become, it's all about being consistently there. Maybe you go there every Monday morning at 10 o'clock, and you're always there Monday morning at 10 o'clock and sharing in the conversation whatever's going on, or adding something, like, did you know that if you live in Los Angeles and you move to Las Vegas, if you make this much in Los Angeles, you only need to make this much in Las Vegas because our cost of living is lower. Now, that's not selling real estate. That's giving people valuable information. So when you go into these groups, that's what you want to be, is a source of information. And that's why we built the Agent Formula website, Jimmy, years ago, is because it's loaded with information. I mean, we're not selling real estate, we're selling information, marketing, branding.
Right. And when you get in one of those groups, you're the most interesting person at the party, because you have something different. Everybody else there is going to talk about LA, but you've got something to talk about. Vegas everybody's interested in what's going on in Vegas. You'd be the most interesting person in the party. So I wouldn't limit it to that. I would say part of my strategies, and I will tell you, the definition of strategy is the right things to the right people at the right time for the right reasons.
Yes.
Definition of strategy, the right things to the right people at the right time for the right reasons. If I'm getting in front of them, they may not have been thinking about Las Vegas, but when the topic comes up, what you think about, you talk about, and they may talk to other friends, and I may be getting a referral from somebody in that group that's not even thinking about coming here. So is that on my calendar, my getting into some other Facebook groups and talking about what's going on in Vegas? That'd be really just a great thing, that it's going to make you stand out, because you're going to be the only one in that Facebook group talking about Las Vegas.
And if you took our class yesterday, Jimmy, the CE class where you got 3 CE credits sitting at home, and it counted toward your live classroom credits, we gave you some questions that you can create. You can ask them to a group. You know, you can ask questions to a group like we did with the investor questions. And I know you're running short on time, so I won't go into that today, but we'll go into that another day. But I wanted to ask everybody, if someone called you up today and said, you know, I want to buy a $500,000 home, and can you meet me on Friday? Well, would you do it?
I
Or would
would.
you wait till you lost 10 pounds because or right? I mean, guys, you got to go on video. You know, you're going to meet that person. You look like you look, you sound like you sound, you know what you know, and you just got to get over not videoing. I mean, Pinky has this pink beetle bug, and I've ridden in it in Florida, actually. And it's a convertible, and she goes around to a different community every week and tells people the closest Starbucks is 10 miles or 5 miles or 2 miles. The schools here are this school. Let's say that you're in the Vistas in Summerlin, and then you're posting that and you're boosting it out to California or Texas or Arizona, Colorado, the 5 big states that move here. I mean, there's so many ways that you all can be branding yourself, creating video. Video is where it's at. It's the juice. I call it the juice. It's the jam, whatever you want to call it, but it's what you have to do. And it's not difficult. I tell everybody, Jimmy, go on YouTube, get your own little channel. Every day do a video for 30 days and get comfortable with the equipment, I had this little $24 light that shines on me so that, you can see me. And I found out today that there's a little, let's see, what do they call it? Hold on, everybody. It's called a Loom, Loom cube. And you just pop it right on your camera. I'm going to get you one, Jimmy, so we can see more of your handsome face.
Yeah, great.
Okay. I mean, and it's like $15 or something. So I'm going to post that tomorrow. I'll find the Amazon link. But I learned that earlier this morning when I was walking and listening to a podcast. But guys, we got a video. We got to get out there and video and not be afraid of it. And then what Pinky's going to do tomorrow is show you how you edit a video. And there's a little app called InShot, InShot. It's free. It's got a lot of little tools at the bottom of the screen that she's going to teach you how to use and how to make your Instagram stories pop, or your Facebook stories pop, or your LinkedIn post pop. And by making interesting characters and locations and things, putting stickers on things. And it's so much fun. Once you start doing this, I know it's fearful, but once you start doing it, it's actually fun. Jimmy, aren't you having fun every day?
I do have fun every day. Yes. This might not be it, but I do have fun every day.
But you're having fun doing this?
Yes. Yeah. Let me give you a quote from The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren, which, by the way, you can get from the library for free. You can download the audiobook for free, or you can go on eBay today and buy it for $1.95. It's called The Purpose Driven Life. But here's what he says on page 234. He says, some animals run, some hop, some swim, some burrow, and some fly. And my meaning with that is you decide which strategy is going to work for you. If your best strategy is to take a picture and do some kind of a virtual tour of that $500,000 home that Ruthie's talking about, that would be one thing. Another strategy would be talking about NerdWallet. Another strategy would be talking about, what's happened in Las Vegas over the last whatever. Information, questions, inspiration, all those things. You can use whatever strategies you want, but none of them work unless you reach out to people. The number one thing you have to really be paying attention to as far as the strategy goes, how many people am I keeping in touch with? And Brian Buffini says 5 people per day, 4 days per week. Now, for some of you, that doesn't mean call 5 people. That means actually talk to 5 people, 5 per day. And of those 5 people, he says, write 2 notes, maybe to those 2 people, or 2 notes to people that they mentioned to you, 5 conversations per day, 2 notes per day, add 1 person to your database. And he says this should take 2 hours a day, 4 days a week. And when we have our Pathways to Mastery. It's 2 hours on Fridays from noon to 2. From noon to 2. Ruthie and I get nothing for doing this. We're going to co-facilitate it. It's going to be live streamed. If you order your materials today, you should have them in time for the content of the class. This Friday is going to be information about how it all unpacks. But I haven't seen any better training than this anywhere ever. So if you're going to take some training, this would be the one to take. And it's 1/10 of a commission would be $900. It's $400 plus shipping. So it's $395. It's less than 1/10 of one commission. And if you come to this, you will do more business if you implement the strategies.
Absolutely. And, you know, the more you know, the more you learn, the more you earn. And when you learn all these things, it'll give you ideas. And I'm an idea person. And I know as we go through these 9 weeks, Jimmy, I'm going to be able to share some ideas with people on how to take what we're teaching you and turn it into social relationships. And so that'll be an added benefit just because I'm there, and with all your knowledge, they get that added benefit as well. So it's not just Brian Buffini, it's Jimmy Dague and Ruthie Rocks. And I can't think of a better trio.
Thank you,
and
Maria.
I'm going to put that ad and event out there today. Jimmy and I did an ad yesterday because we had to change it because we're doing Zoom instead of live classroom. And so that ad and that event will go out today. The email will go out today. So we hope we get lots and lots of people participating. And again, we're making no money from this. There's no $10 fee. It's me right away. They're totally equipped to get that information to you right away. So it's not too late.
So Ruthie, I won't be here tomorrow. So I guess you're going to have a couple of guest panelists or whatever.
Yes, I'm reaching out to some people, and I may have a couple different people talking about some topics. And I will prepare that today and make sure everybody knows tomorrow, not like today.
Sounds good.
Totally blew it.
You didn't. You gave me the stats, and I use those stats all the time. These are the most recent stats. I use that all the time. That information is inspiring for some people. You tell me 103 new homes went under contract yesterday.
Yes.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
It is. Yeah. And how many homes do we sell a month? Usually 3,000, 800 new homes, 3,000 resales, and at 100 a day, we're right there, everybody. So people are still buying homes. And if you're not in that, if you're not part of that group, and let me tell you the group, one more stat, Jimmy, one more stat. Okay. So in this year, 1,350 agents have done at least one deal. This month, I'm sorry. 1,350 agents have done at least one deal.
This month. Okay.
No, it's this year. I'm so sorry. I said it wrong twice. Okay. It's this year. It's 1,350 agents have done one deal. Last year, 1,896 agents had done one deal. So I don't know what happened to the rest of them, but the number of deals done, which is 916 this year versus 1,416 last year, there's a gap there. It's like, where is everybody, right? We are the vehicle that sells homes, everybody. So we need to be in front of people doing it, touring the neighborhood, showing people that we're still in business, doing virtual tours of open houses. So we really need to get out there. And I'm seeing somebody else has a question here. I posted Pinky's class. Yes. Larissa, Pinky's having a webinar tomorrow, like Jimmy said, and it's about how you edit video. You join Pinky's group on Facebook. It's called Pinky Knows Video. And she's very entertaining and interesting. So we've had her in our training center at least twice a year for the past several years, and you will enjoy her, and she's a great trainer.
So Ruthie, I'll see you Thursday.
And I'll see everybody tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Bye, everybody. I love you all so much. And let's just keep the faith. And I just love everybody. And thank you for joining and watching me. It makes my life worthwhile because this is what I love to do. Y'all have a great day.